Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ella. I make motherhood and lifestyle content here on YouTube, and today's video is all about what is in my hospital bag for baby number 2. I feel like all moms pack completely different for hospital. Obviously, depending on what your experience is going to be, you're going to need to pack completely different things. If you're having a C-section versus a vaginal delivery, that looks a little bit different. For the most part though, I am a pretty minimal packer. I tend to not like to bring too much stuff. I also have the luxury of being about a 2-minute drive from my hospital. If anything, I can always go and send my husband to run home and grab something. Let's just jump right into the video. I'm also going to be going over what I'm packing for baby girl. This is my second pregnancy and my daughter is 2.5 years old, so I have this kind of fresh in my mind, but if you have any tips or suggestions along the way, please feel free to comment in the boxes below. I would love to hear if you feel like I'm missing anything or if I've packed too much, which personally I don't think I have, but everyone is different. So pack whatever your heart desires, and let's just jump right into the video of what I'm packing in my hospital bag for baby number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and start with what I'm packing in my hospital bag. These bags are from the same company off of Amazon. The brand is called Lovevook, I believe, but I'm going to link them below. It is a great quality bag for a great price. I think normally these are $35 for the duffel, and I think the backpack was like $29, but I was able to find a deal going on where I got this duffel bag for $13 and I got the backpack I think 50% off. I think it was 15. So altogether like under 30 bucks for all new luggage that I was going to need anyway. And I'm really glad that I bought this because this fits so much in here, and it's just one bag my husband has to bring in versus like a rolling suitcase, which I understand some people do just to make it easier on travel, but I just think it's a lot. And my biggest thing is like, it's a lot to unpack. I don't want to unpack an entire suitcase when I get home with a newborn. I did go ahead and order some packing cubes off Amazon to make packing a little bit more manageable for my husband to go through, but also myself. But you're still in that fog after you have a baby, so having separate bags for things makes it super easy that if you open it, you kind of get a gist of what's in there. People also go as far as labeling. I don't label only because then I'm just going to be peeling that off for something else anyway. So for the most part, I just use packing cubes. In my first small packing cube right on top, because this is one that I know I'm going to pull out and leave out, these are like my shoes, like slippers. So I am bringing a pair of ratty slippers, ones that are like ready to be tossed and I can just leave at the hospital and throw them out because they are gross on the bottom. So these were from, I don't even know where I got these. They have seen better days and they are definitely ready for a toss. I'm currently wearing my new ones I picked up from the Stars Above at Target, and these are going to be my hospital slippers / trash. I do not bring new slippers to the hospital because I just can't get past bringing them home after they've been in the hospital. These are coming, and these are going to be my shower shoes. To be honest with you, these aren't even mine. I'm pretty sure these are from a house party I had back when I was 21 that someone left and they were in my size and I kept them. So these are also going to be thrown out there because I never ever wear slides, but these are going to be my shower shoes, and then these are going to be my slippers, and both of them will go into the trash after. The next bag I have in here is all of my clothing essentials. I will be honest with you, I am not a going home outfit girl. I, like I said, live 2 minutes from the hospital, so I'm not going to spend money on an outfit that's going to have a 2-minute drive home. I'm not stopping anywhere with the baby. I don't think that you need to look absolutely glamorous leaving the hospital with a newborn. What I wear to the hospital is what I wear home from the hospital. My last was a scheduled induction. As of right now, we have an induction date set, but if I go into labor before then, I already know what I'm wearing home and wearing there to the hospital. So I already have that set aside. It's literally a sweatshirt and a pair of leggings. I don't feel you need to get too elaborate with it. And also by wearing what you wore there home, you save space in your luggage. So that is something that I do not have included in here because it's just going to be whatever I wear there. Inside of this zip bag, there are just a few things I want to highlight. I did go ahead and actually purchase myself a new robe this time around. My mother purchased me a robe for my first delivery, and that robe I still have. It is 2-something years old and it's still loved and well used, but I do want something a little bit different this time around. I had one of those bamboo ones, and to be honest with you, I didn't really love the bamboo because I feel like it clung to me weird. Like, it's so soft and so thin. So I went ahead and actually went to Target and purchased this waffle robe. I'm going to put a picture on the screen over here, just because it's all like folded nicely. But this is just like a nice waffle robe. It comes down like kind of right above my knee, so it's a good length, and this just feels a little bit more appropriate for the fall. The next thing I picked up is this nursing gown. This one is just a crisscross one. This I got on Amazon. I do also have it in a like jeweled hunter green color. That one I think I showed you guys on Prime Day. This I know I'm going to make a ton of use out of because I have been using the other one so much. The next thing I'm bringing is a 1 button down PJ shirt. I personally don't love the button downs. I just think that they pop open very easily, especially the ones that are like that bamboo modal material. So this one is just straight up cotton. I do have a matching pair of pants, but I tend to not even wear pants in the hospital. So I'm just bringing a top, and then I could just wear like a diaper if I want to. Just one little pair of shorts in case I have visitors that come. I just want to be a little bit more decent than a night robe. I can just throw on some of these little like sleep shorts. And then I have a little sleep tank, but it's also a little bit nicer, that I can also just pull down to breastfeed in. So that is coming with me, as well as just a gray tank that I don't care if it gets destroyed because it's maternity and I think there's already a stain on it anyway. So that's like a disposable item if need be. I do always bring 2 nursing bras. This black one will be the one that I labor in. And ideally, this is going to be what I'm wearing when baby does skin to skin. So if this gets trashed, I'm fine with just throwing this out. So I'm bringing kind of like a throwaway one. Obviously, I'm going to be wearing one there to the hospital, so that I consider one and don't need to pack an additional. And then I just have one that if I need a clean one, I have a clean one. I am bringing 1 pair of like boy short undies. They're just like basic underwear. But these are like, if they get destroyed, they're fine to get ruined. I do bring 1 cozy pair of socks. These are the UGG socks. These are my favorite, but these are more so to labor in. That way I'm comfortable in bed to sleep in if I get cold. I did have 2 pairs of the grippy bottom socks. I don't even know if I'm going to use these because, like I said, I don't really go on the floor in socks, but they will fit my husband as well. So I figured I'm going to bring 2 pairs. If we need to, we can leave them. I don't care because they can get thrown away. 2 pairs of grippy socks just to have them. But for the most part, that is it as far as like clothing goes. I don't get crazy with like multiple sweat sets because I don't even wear them in the hospital. Like, I'm feeding my baby and doing skin to skin most of the time. So I'm just sticking with things that are just like easy and cozy. The next bag that I have in here is all of my postpartum stuff. So I pack very lightly for postpartum because you're paying a large hospital fee and they provide a ton of stuff for you. So there's very few things that I pack other than things that I know that they don't have that I would like to have. In this bag, one of the first things that I am packing is a little travel mirror. This is just like a touch mirror that can also pop out here and just rest on like the little tray that they put in front of you. This is more for postpartum if I need to either like touch up my makeup if I have visitors coming. I do want to do some photos with the baby in the hospital, so I want to have something that I can get ready with if I don't feel like getting out of bed to go into the bathroom. This is an item I did not bring with my first, and I actually regretted it. I really wanted to have a portable mirror and I didn't bring one. and it would have made things so much easier. This also duals as a nice little small night light. I'm not gonna have to worry about turning on a huge light. I can actually just pop this on the bed and turn on the small light, and so it kind of has a dual function there. I am going to be bringing a pack of my Nuun hydration. These are a raspberry lemonade flavor, and they're kind of like sizzly, but this is just something that I want to have postpartum, that if I need to have a boost of hydration, I have this. Next, I am gonna be bringing my Silverettes. These are definitely going to be good in those first couple days of just getting used to having a baby latched. So I will be bringing my Silverettes. I am going to be bringing my own little medications. This is something that I feel like is a little bit more controversial, where I know that there's certain medications you cannot take in the hospital. Do not bring Tylenol and Advil because those are administered by the hospital. They actually won't let you take your own. But what I have in here is my prenatal, I have postnatals, I have stool softeners. I believe they gave me stool softeners in the hospital, but you are also allowed to bring your own. But like I said, I have some prenatals in here and I have some postnatals, knowing that I'll probably need the postnatals more so than the prenatals. The other thing I am bringing is actually red raspberry leaf tea. If you didn't know, red raspberry leaf tea is not just for pregnancy, it's actually for menstrual cramping too. And this is safe to take when you are having your cramps after like breastfeeding and stuff. So I did bring myself 4 little tea bags. That way I can make myself a nice tea. If I want in the hospital, they will provide you hot water if you just ask. I will also be bringing my Earth Mama nipple butter. This is my absolute favorite brand. I do have 2 other ones that I'm trying this time around. The Boob Ease by Bamboobies. That one's an organic one as well. And then the No Mess Nipple Balm from Frida Mom. That one doesn't have lanolin, but it's not like an organic brand, so I'm not sure if I'm going to love that one. But I know that the Earth Mama nipple butter worked really well for me for my first, and this is coming with me. Next up, I am actually bringing a portable heating pad. So this is the little battery pack, and all you have to do is charge it. And it is super small, super thin, it does not take up a lot of room. And I brought a full-on heating pack with my first pregnancy for the postpartum cramping when you are nursing and breastfeeding, and it was truly a game changer for me. So this time around I'm just bringing a small one that I can charge up and just put on. So this is a must-have for me, and it does not take up a lot of space. This I got on Prime for like $9, so they're pretty affordable. I will link them below. I am bringing, let me just take it out of here. This is the Wishgarden After Ease. This is all for postpartum cramping. So I put a few drops of that in whatever I'm drinking, whether it be juice or water. And this is just like a natural herbal supplement to help reduce the amount of cramp pain that you're having. I also use this during menstruation, so this is something that I've had on hand since my first. It's like a tincture, so it does last a really long time. When I get my period, I also use those few products. Lastly, diapers. These to me are just so worth it. I am bringing 6 of them. That might feel like overkill, but I do not care. They were so much better than just putting on pads. Even the mesh underwear, I don't even bother. It is completely your call whether you want to do the mesh and pad combination or the adult diapers. I just find that the adult diapers are just so much easier. These are coming with me, 6 of them. I definitely will not need more. I probably will use less, but just to have them, I am fine with the extra little space for that. Next up is my Toiletries bag. I did go ahead and purchase one that hangs, because this I did not have again last time with my daughter, and my stuff fell all over that bathroom sink. I am just going easy this time around to hang either on the towel bar or behind the door, and I'm just going to quickly go through what I have in here. Kind of quick, only because it's pretty self-explanatory. It's your Toiletries. It's custom to what you might use. Everyone's is gonna look a little different. Up top, I just have some makeup cleansing towelettes. I have some hair ties and whatnot. In this pouch, I have my micellar cleansing water, as well as just some pads in case I want to use that instead of the little wipes. This front pouch down here just has some of like my random stuff. It has the body stretch lotion, it has teeth pickers, it has like a travel pack of postpartum vitamins. a razor. Inside the main compartment here fits quite a bit, and it's more so of like my press-on nails. I use press-ons. I do not have time for the salon, but just in case I go into labor and I have not done my nails, I have a backup. I have the Monday hair care system. I have an Olay body wash. I have a mouthwash in here. I also have these toothpaste tabs. These are really cool for traveling. That way you don't have to carry like the liquid toothpaste. All you have to do is like bite them and chew them. And there's 60 tablets in here. And yeah, so I have that. I have both my toothbrush and Maty's toothbrush. I have this little natural deodorant that I actually got from the dollar store. I didn't want to buy like a super nice one just in case like I lose them all the time when I travel. So I have that one just to keep me covered. I have dry shampoo. The Not Your Mother's brand is my personal favorite. I have a Nivea body lotion. I have this rose water spray. I actually really like this in labor because it makes you feel really fresh. I have a Neutrogena Hydro Boost facial cleanser. And then I have my Perricone ND eye serum. I have a small mini Vaseline just for like bedtime. Then I have my face cream. So this is all just like my basics. I don't have makeup in here. However, I will be just packing like a mini travel that I can just chuck in the bag when it's go time. That way I'm not leaving this whole thing out. The last thing that is like in this bag is this tiny little one. This is my husband's bag. He has virtually nothing. 3 black items, a black short sleeve t-shirt, a black pair of boxers, and a black pair of fuzzy socks to sleep in. That is it. Like I said, we live 2 minutes from the hospital. He does not really need much. He's not probably going to shower there. He's probably not even going to change his clothes. This might even be overpacking for him. The real thing that is his bag is the snack bag. This is probably what he'll make the most use out of. I will just quickly tell you guys what we pack in our snack bag, and I'll link this bag below because this bag is amazing. It has 2 separate sides, which is kind of cool. We have like some sun chips. We have cow tails. I have Slim Jims for him. I just have some peanut butter cracker stuff for me. And then on the other side, we have like fun peach rings, the tahini watermelon rings. I have these delicious, these are more so like for me, but this is like kind of like a graham cracker mini. I have 2 mini Pringles cans in here. We have like a few Rice Krispies. I have the Made Good bars, Cliff bars. I brought myself a sparkling little apple cider. For some reason, I brought that last time and it like hit the spot so good after having a baby. Obviously, depending on what time you deliver in the hospital, the cafeteria will be open or not. In my hospital, the cafeteria closes at 6:30 p.m. and with our scheduled induction, we are going in at 7 p.m. Obviously, I plan to eat before we go in, but let's say I have the baby in the middle of the night, there's just nothing open. I think that the only thing that they will give you is like a turkey sandwich, which I would rather my husband like go to Wawa and pick me up a hoagie or something. The snack bag will tie us over. So those are like kind of good pickings. I made sure to pack some breastfeeding snacks for myself throughout the night for our first 24 hours there. And yeah, so definitely pack snacks. Do not be shy. I am coming in with an entire snack bag that is larger than my husband's actual bag. The last 2 things that I will be bringing is I will be bringing a blanket for myself and a blanket for my husband. The blanket for me will come up when I am either induced or going into labor because I like to have that while I'm laboring, especially postpartum. But my husband's will stay in the car until the first night in. He only sleeps with the blanket, so I'm just packing one for the car. I will be bringing my Snuggle Me breastfeeding pillow. I like that even when I'm either in an induction or if I'm laboring because I use it as a regular like neck pillow. So I like having that, and it just kind of helps me get used to feeding baby the first 24 hours after having them. And then I did go ahead and just make like a little checklist of things that we need to grab, like the camera bag, laptop, charger, both of my cameras. I'm going to be bringing my DSLR as well because I want to take really nice newborn photos in the hospital, but I don't really want to hire a hospital photographer. Camera batteries, charger, an extra SD card, and then my small makeup bag, grabbing the snack bag, and then my brown checkered blanket. We try to keep like what we want minimal. I'm not bringing any postpartum supplies. The hospital has all of that. I'm not going excessive with like sweat sets and stuff. I think the most excessive thing we have is our snack bag, but my husband is a very snacky person. He needs to eat like every hour to 2 hours, so that is going to be a lifesaver for the both of us. The next bag we're going to dive right into is baby girl's hospital bag. This is the matching set for my duffel bag that I purchased. I will have the bags linked below on Amazon, but this is really nice because it is a backpack style, but it has super thick straps, but it also has a really long top handle, which you can use to just put as a shoulder tote bag. I really liked the versatility in that. It also comes with a long shoulder strap that can attach here. I think I just kept it in the bag for now, just in case we do want to use that on the way home or whatever. But I do really love this bag. The first thing that I have is her blanket. Now, Aviana has this blanket in pink, and she also has it in white. This one is the blue one for baby girl, since everything kind of this time around is like a dusty baby blue for her. So I did pick this up in a blue one, and I had Avi help me pick it out so she knows that this one is for sister and that her other one is for her. I just wanted to get her a different color. We brought Avi's to her in the hospital as well, so we want to do the same thing for this baby. The next thing that I have in our bag is a little swaddle blanket. This I don't know if I'm going to 100% use in the hospital, but I am bringing it because I absolutely love this. This is from Solly Baby. My cousin actually purchased this for me for my shower gift, and I am really excited to use this, especially in her newborn photos, but I did want to bring it to the hospital just in case I want to have this as an option of something to lay her down, take pictures on, or just as a swaddle. But this is primarily going to be what we use for our newborn shoot with my photographer. This is the Cottage Border, I think it's called, from Solly Baby. I did purchase these packing cubes from Amazon. They were, I think $9 for the 2-pack. They're not the best quality. They're kind of like really thin quilt, but it's fine. It's honestly just for her bags going forward because I have packing cubes for Avi, and I wanted packing cubes for baby girl just because I always think for me it makes it easier, so I'd rather have it for the girls when we take a trip. In this little top handle one, I have all of her things, more announcement and going home stuff. I wanted to have her going home outfit, and then I wanted to have a nice like name reveal outfit for the hospital. As far as a name sign, I decided not to go with one that had her name on it, only because Avi's didn't have her name on it and we wrote it in. I think I have to go back and check. I know her godmothers did purchase her a name sign, so I might order one still. I'm not entirely sure. I think we're cutting it kind of close to order one, but I thought this one was so pretty, and it goes with all the florals that we've been doing for her, and it's like a decent size. I like that on the back there's an option for her footprint, which Avi didn't have, and it comes with a marker and everything, so I just kept it in this whole bag, and this will just be what we use to announce her name. As far as her announcement photos, I decided on pretty much everything from Colored Organics. They have one of my favorite prints, and this is the print. It might have shown it in a previous vlog, but this is like stunning. I am obsessed with this print. It's just like this misty blue with some like navies. So this is going to go down on the bassinet. I do have a bow just wrapped around it to keep it all together. So I have that printed bow that is just going to go with these little newborn pants and just a little newborn top. I also have the hat. I'm bringing the hat. I just bring one. I personally like the ones from the hospital. She can wear this home if it's chilly, but given the fact that it's the end of August right now and I mean, it is cooling down, but it's not like super hot. I do have the option of a bow or a hat for her. The other thing that I am bringing is this little 2-piece set from Target. You've probably seen them. I went with the sky blue because, like I said, blue is kind of in her theme, and it does actually go nicely with this. So that's always another option. Now, what I did was on the very front of this, I printed her name with my Cricut because I thought it would be really cute to have just one outfit that is like customized for her. I like that it's the open front, so if I want to just put her in the top of it, I can have her in the top and we can still do skin to skin and leave the bottoms open. Her coming home outfit, Avi is actually going to be coming to the hospital to meet her, I think, once we're able to go home. And the reason I want to do that is because I really don't want to bring my daughter into the hospital and then have her taken away from me, because I think that will be really hard transition for her, especially knowing that the baby is there with me. So I think what we're going to do is when we're ready to go, I'm going to have her come and meet us and us all go home together. That way it feels like she's part of that and it's not going to be as hard on me. So she is going to be coming in a very specific outfit that matches this outfit, which I'm so excited for. Aviana's coming home outfit was pretty much the same thing, just a long sleeve. So I thought that would be cute for the girls to have very similar coming home outfits, but them each have their own individual one. My mom saved our outfits that we came home in, and my sister and I each got a special outfit that we got to keep. So as opposed to us sharing them, we got to keep our own. So I just did a little pair of leggings. I think this is the color Ballet from Colored Organics. And then this sweet little onesie. And it just has hot air balloons on it. And I'm just gonna do a blue bow from Colored Organics. Now, Avi has this shirt in like a muslin. And then she has the same colored shorts in muslin as well. And then she also has a clip version of this bow. So she's gonna wear that when she comes to meet baby sis. So this is baby girl's coming home outfit. In this zip pouch here, these are more things for geared towards sleeping and just like extra necessities that the hospital doesn't provide. We are bringing her portable Hatch sound machine. I did decide to go with the Hatch versus just anyone off Amazon. The reason being is I already have a Hatch, so I like the fact that this has the exact same sounds as our normal Hatch does. So baby can just have like a seamless transition of sleep, same sounds. This has even been a lifesaver for Avi because when she has stayed at my mom's house, she took a nap there and I lent my mom this and it was like perfect because she had her sounds. And my mom like immediately ordered this because she loved it that much. This is coming to the hospital with us. I also have her Bibs, a pacifier case, and I'm just bringing 2 pacifiers. Bibs are what we are planning on using. I'm just bringing this little blush one and then this little blue floral one. I am planning to offer pacifier in the hospital. We did it with our first. We didn't have any trouble breastfeeding with using pacifiers as well. And honestly, my daughter stopped using them at 6 months on her own. So I am totally fine with safe sleep for pacifiers. A little nail trimmer. I am actually bringing the scissor version of the Frida baby. The clippers to me are actually harder to use on newborns than the scissors, only because you have to kind of like wedge it, and since their skin is still attached, this is actually easier to see with. So I am bringing this as opposed to the nail file. I do have the nail file, but I'm just gonna keep that home. That feels like a lot to bring. I'm just gonna kind of go with the small one. I didn't even clip Avi's nails in the hospital. I just let them be and just put whatever sleeper she was in, just like the hand cover. I am not a fan of baby mittens. I actually never purchased them with my first, and I do not plan to purchase them with this baby. Leaving your baby's hands open allows them to signal the cues of when they're hungry, and they actually say not to keep the mittens on that long. Most of the sleepers nowadays do have foldable mittens, so that is an option if you really need to cover. But I personally think that mittens, 1, they don't stay on, but 2, it interrupts their cues of hunger to you, so I just do away with them entirely. The next thing we are bringing is our Maty's organic ointment. This is really good to put on baby's butt before their first poop. It will just kind of help that meconium slip right off so it's not as tar-like. Along those same lines, I actually missed it in my hospital bag, but I put a pack of wet wipes. The wet wipes clean up that tar-like poop way, way better than the hospital's wipes or Pampers or anything like that, just because they're so wet. I did put in 1 pack of the water wipes as well. This time around, I am bringing 1 little pair of socks. I just ordered these because I only had the short socks. And with my daughter, who was born in February, it was the only sock that fit her, but they were those short little socks. I did want something a little higher up. We're just going to see if these fit. Ask for socks from the hospital. They fit way better, and I personally liked them, but I am gonna bring 1 pair this time around. The next thing we are bringing is a sleep swaddle. This is the Love to Dream sleep swaddle. This is our personal favorite. I think we had tried the Halo in the hospital with our daughter. That's what they give you, and my hospital actually lets you take that one home. It's the fleece like Velcro one. It just wasn't my favorite. Then we realized that our daughter really enjoyed sleeping with her hands up over her head, which also made it as an easy transition to when she got a little bit older and was in an open arm sleep bag. So we just went with these right off the bat, and they have been our favorite. They are tried and true, and I think that's the only sleep swaddle I have this time around, other than the freshly picked one, which is also a Velcro, but it's not as like sticky Velcro. So we'll see. We have that as an option. I did buy it used just in case I didn't like it. I am bringing the option of 1 sleeper. If people are coming in to visit her, I would prefer her to just be in a sleeper instead of just like fully naked. This sleeper, Aviana actually did use in the hospital, and I'm fine with that because it wasn't like this was like a memory box sleeper, but this is my husband's favorite sleeper, and this is one of mine too, and it's from Gigi and Max. It's just this little camo sleeper with some roses on it, which was so fitting for our daughter, whose middle name is Rose. This baby will also be wearing it, and it's just a sweet little one. It has the hands flippable and the feet as well. Coming to the end of the things that we're packing, I did just go ahead and roll up 1 burp cloth from Copper Pearl. And I was also gifted the matching car seat cover. Now, I never really used car seat covers with my first. Since our daughter was born in February, we just kind of kept like her big like stroller, I don't know what you call it, the ones that are like fur that zip up around the stroller. Like I kept that on her more because it was February and it was very cold, where this baby is going to be in the fall. So I'm assuming that I probably will use this just for like the breeze and stuff. So I am packing it just in case. Again, if I don't need it, I really don't have much that I'm bringing, so it's just an option to have. The very last thing I'm going to be bringing for baby girl is her baby book. This one I purchased off of Amazon. It's the same company that did Aviana's, and I just loved the like retro patterns in it. I thought it was super fun. This just has like a nice little page about like when they arrive, some footprints and stuff that you can ask the hospital to do. This is just going to be her little book, so I do bring this one as well. The other one that I bring is actually that blue one on my nightstand. I had the exact same one for Avi. I did purchase it again this time around. It's called Growing You. I'm gonna link both of these books on Amazon below. That is hands down my favorite book to fill out. It is throughout your pregnancy you fill it out, and like each month what you're experiencing, what you're feeling. And it's kind of just like a little love letter between you and your baby, and I loved that. So I have Aviana's in her memory box for her, and I plan to kind of like pass that over to her with her first child, because I think it is special to be able to connect pregnancies that way, but also to just feel like, you know, she was so loved before she was even here, and then she's going to be able to experience that someday with her own children. So I wanted to pass that along to her. And there's a spot in there for letters for them, like on their birthday, when they're born, before they're born, whenever. I do fill that out sporadically for this baby as well, but I wanted to bring that one too. That is going to wrap up everything that I have packed for myself and for baby girl. I wanted to thank you all for joining me on this video. If you feel that I have overpacked or underpacked or am missing something, please comment in the comment box below. I would also love to know what you are packing for your hospital bag, whether it's your first baby or your 5th baby. Everyone's things looks different, but this is exactly what worked for me. and what I feel will be used the most in the hospital without overdoing it. Be sure to like this video and subscribe because baby girl is going to be here so soon. At 37 and a half weeks pregnant, I am already having some signs of early labor, so I never know when this girl is gonna come. So I wanted to make sure this video got filmed because I needed to make sure that I had the actual things to film this video and that I wasn't going to be going into labor before it was done. So after this, Matthias is moving all of this into the car and we are just keeping it in the third row because we never know when the time is going to come. But thank you so much for joining me along in this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one.